Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 13th. Today we're just gonna jump right in here, as always, and we are just gonna see, let's get that focusing, what is going on for you at this time, and that'll be that. You have a lot of stuff wanting to come out already, so that makes sense. I feel like you're feeling much better this week. This might be the first week in a while that you actually notice a change. So I do feel just, on a very general level, like as far as your emotions, your feelings in general, you're feeling much more positive. So I like to see that. I wouldn't really worry about this tower because I feel like you have a couple cards up here that kind of represent like a secret admirer or something like that. And so it makes sense to me that you could have it could just be a surprise with the tower. You even have the Page of Pentacles, which could be a new person. But you start off with the regeneration card this week of the 13th. And again, I feel that you just feel good, maybe for the first time in a long time, and this is, like I said, I just get good feelings here on this regeneration card. I would make sure you're taking as much time as you can to rest, relax, recover, heal, all that other good stuff. In this row, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Temperance card. The Temperance card, it's like, I just feel improvements here. It's like you're trying to create more improvements in your life. Temperance is like a card of transformation or turning one thing into another, but it's also kind of a card of, I wouldn't really say pushing your limits, but maybe kind of discovering what your limits truly are. Like if you're working on a project or a business, you might be saying like how far can I take this? Or if you're working on something specific for your business, you might be saying, how can I improve this? And that's not how I'm seeing the Temperance card for you. I'm seeing it more as improvements. And again, that's more intuitive. That's not really what the Temperance card represents. But again, intuitively, I feel this is more talking about you kind of looking at the activities that you're doing in all areas of your life. And you're kind of looking to say, am I getting the most out of this? All those questions are kind of popping into my head with the Temperance card. The Four of Pentacles, I feel, is a little bit stuck. Like, look at this. This middle row, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Tower. So for some of you, I feel this is you. There is like still something that needs to be released from your life. And it could be a person. The Emperor is something controlling. I kind of feel good about the Emperor in your reading. I also feel there's kind of the controlling side of it. For some of you, I literally feel it's an Aries that is controlling your destiny in general, like what you see as your destiny. Again, our destiny is really just our personal vision for our life, like where we see our life going, or whatever our dream life would be. And so I feel for some of you could literally be an Aries or a person, a controlling person who is who you feel has some sort of control over you. For others, I see it's just like certain beliefs and things like that you feel are preventing you from moving forward. And again, I get a stuck feeling here. For a lot of you, I feel it's financial. Next, in this row, you have the Page of Pentacles. And again, I do feel some good news coming in for you. Definitely an admirer. I mean, top row here, it's like you have the Page of Pentacles, Four of Cups, to the Two of Cups. It's like kissing a lot of frogs right here with the Four of Cups. So Pisces, I feel like you've definitely been through it as far as love is concerned. It's kind of funny that you have that Four of Cups here, because for some of you, I feel like you're saying you're like, no, I'm not accepting love into my life. I feel you've kind of you decided that you're just not, that you're maybe not going to, or maybe you're like, there's no way in hell I'm going to accept new love into my life. And then, but again, it kind of looks like to me someone is either softening you up or is just, too good to ignore. So I do feel that could be a new love coming in for you. I see just a lot of, again, you have the Nine of Pentacles as your last card. And the Nine of Pentacles is my card of newness. It is my card of just doing new things. And it's just that simple. And so I feel you're working on a lot of new projects. You have this Ant card. It says time to collaborate on it. So, teamwork makes a dream work. I've been saying this all year, and I really feel it's a really amazing time for building a team, working on a team, working with other people. Again, I always tell people, it's like you don't really even have to hire people. It's like, you can work on a team by joining a group, maybe, or joining in a forum or a group to belong to online. And it's more about just having people who have similar mindset to you. This can be in business. It could be in health, whatever you're trying to improve. I would focus on that. Ants are also capable of kind of lifting many times their body weight. And that's popping into my head for you, Pisces. I feel like you're able to handle a lot right now. And this is going to be leading to some pretty big accomplishments in the near future. You have the Eight of Wands here. And you also have the Nine of Pentacles. I see this as really kind of, like bossing up energy or having some big accomplishments that are about to show up for you. And it's not like show up, because I feel these are things you've been working for a very long period of time. You have the Four of Cups, the Emperor, and the Eight of Wands. Again, the Eight of Wands is quick success. It can also represent a quick conclusion. I get a lot of quickness in general here, Pisces. I feel like things are happening fast for you right now, all of a sudden, where, maybe you've been experiencing a slowdown for the past few months. I would definitely say the first part of this year, a little bit slow. The second part of this year, a little bit faster for you. And even though we have Mars retrograde, doesn't really matter. I feel like things are going to be kind of moving rather quickly. Amazing for collaboration, by the way. Eight of Wands is a card of socializing. You have the Emperor. Again, I feel good bad about this, Pisces. I feel for some of you, this is definitely a controlling person or belief or situation in your life that you feel is preventing you from success. But I really feel it's kind of like a mindset. Regardless, it doesn't matter if it's a person, a business, a job, an experience that you're having, whatever. I kind of feel it's more like a mindset that you are experiencing. And part of me feels that there are kind of like, I don't know what to call it other than karmic, ties or karmic connections. You even have this knot card here. It's really funny. This card says unsuccessful plans on that knot card, but I'm kind of just seeing it as a karmic connection or something. So it's like you might have karmic lessons with this person that you are experiencing these blockages with, or whatever is controlling you. I feel like it's time to set yourself free. It's like kind of saying, okay, the lessons are over. Now it's time to remove yourself. It could be any gender, by the way. Like I'm getting mother, father, it could be family related. I'm getting all these things rushing into my head with the Emperor here. But I would just look at things that are maybe mindset based, where you're kind of like saying, to yourself, am I stuck in this for a real reason, or is this, my mindset? You also have the Four of Cups. I feel like this is completely separate to the rest of the message in that row. I feel like this is talking about kissing a lot of frogs, like I said, and not getting any princes. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to here. I just feel you've been kissing a lot of frogs and not getting what you want, basically, with the Four of Cups. So a lot of disappointments in the past. And I don't know, I feel like you have a lot of questions with as far as love is concerned here. In your last row, you have this bouquet. It says compliments from an admirer. Like I said, clearly there could be a Page of Pentacles person coming in for you. I do feel like it could be an earth sign, could be any sign. This is a general reading. You have the gavel card. It says involvement with the law. And you have this knot card. It says unsuccessful plans. I would be careful of like speeding, anything like that, Pisces, with that gavel card. I do feel like some of you could be experiencing a breakup, divorce, separation, especially with that Tower card showing up here in this row. But for the most part, I feel like this looks pretty good. You have the Two of Cups, the Tower, and the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, literally ending up single, right? If we use down and dirty tarot. So some of you clearly could be going through a separation here, going from being in a relationship to the Nine of Pentacles, focusing on yourself, right? And so I feel a lot of you are focused on new things, just all the way around. I feel that you're focused on new relationships, new ideas. I feel like you're sick of the same old, same old. Those are the words that are popping into my head. And I feel like you're ready for some big accomplishments. And this really tells me that you have everything you need for these accomplishments. She has these grapes behind her, and grapes in the tarot represent something that is like considered to be hard to grow, represent the fact that she has a lot of skill. And that's why she's able to get the abundance from these grapes. So for a lot of you, it's like you've developed a lot of these skills, and now I feel like you're using your skills for success. I do feel a Tower has to happen. It's like if you're not using skills that you have, then I feel like the universe is saying like, okay, it's time to create something new so that you can rebuild your Tower stronger. Again, the point of the Tower is that it always gets reduced down to its foundation because these people have been ignoring reality and they're being brought back down to earth. So I always say the Tower is not that bad of a card. And you do have the Two of Cups. Like I said, I do feel there could be a surprise in love. So if you're looking for love or hoping for love, even if you're not, I would say even if you're not looking for love, again, that does not necessarily stop a person from trying, right? You don't have to accept it if you really, truly don't want it, of course. But again, it doesn't stop someone from, trying to approach you and things like that. It could be a fire sign, by the way. You've been getting a lot of fire in your readings recently, which is kind of weird, but it is popping up to me. So let's see here, Pisces. Let's clarify through here and see what is going on for you. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Swords. You're afraid to jump into something new. I feel like if you're working on any projects or any businesses, there really is no good answer for you. You just have to rip the Band-Aid off. This has been the story for you for a long time, Pisces. I really feel that for you. That you're going to be very successful. Nine of Pentacles. You have everything you need, but you have to, I feel, kind of like the need to overcome that initial getting started anxiety, right? So I feel like you're ready for something new, but you have to get moving. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Page of Cups and Mirror. So if someone is interested in you, I feel like a lot of people are interested in you, really, Pisces. I feel you have a lot of interest in general. So, go for it, is what I'm going to say to you, Pisces. It could be someone close to you as well. Four of Pentacles really reminds me of someone who's, who lives near you. I would also say Four of Pentacles Tower, if you're moving, then you could also meet someone through a move or traveling. And with the Temperance card, Nine of Pentacles, I feel like some of you need to kind of like focus your message, It's like, I don't really have a good example other than like, if you have a certain amount of knowledge about anything, right? And if there are people who are more than successful than you might be looking at those people and you might be saying, I know more than this person, but maybe they're like on TV talking about whatever you're an expert in, right? I know a lot of people who have had those experiences where it's like you see a person, you're like, that person doesn't even know half of what I know, but they're like famous or something like that, right? Or they have a super successful business. I feel like this is saying, yeah, you do. You are more skilled than all those other people, but you're just not putting it out into the world. Maybe you're not putting it out in a way that is like approachable. Maybe your messaging is off. I'm getting something here about that Temperance card really says you're like this far away from success, because Temperance is a card of alchemy. It's like turning one thing into another. And it's just like saying, I feel for a lot of you, you have a lot of skills, clearly, Pisces. And I feel just like some tweaking, just some small tweaks will make all the difference in the world. I feel like I said this to you recently. With the Four of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands. Again, your boundaries are up in love. We already know that. So if you're looking for love, I feel like you need to let your guard down, clearly. With the Nine of Wands, I would open up a little bit more. With the Emperor, if you want love, like I said. With the Emperor, you have the Justice card. Like I said, you are clearly dealing with a person who could be controlling you. The Justice card would say justice. And again, if you're going through a divorce, like I said earlier, then this could be justice in a divorce situation. I would also say this is like about small improvements. The Justice card and the Six of Pentacles kind of remind me of making those small little daily improvements. With the Justice card, we just have to get the scale to tilt in our favor. And the way to do that is to stack things on the right side of the scale. It's like, so if we're trying to change our mindset, like I said earlier, then all we have to do is kind of make little tiny changes, and that will lead to big changes. The ant, think about ants. They're tiny little animals, right? But let's see here. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Hangman. Yeah, you're ready. Like I said, I feel like you're ready for some big accomplishments. His head is glowing. This is your card, Pisces. And he's hanging from the Tree of Knowledge and Wisdom on the Hangman. So he puts himself in Hangman mode, but now it's time for movement. Again, you've been on pause. Eight of Wands. Now it's time for you to kind of get moving towards something that you've gained a lot of information or knowledge about. With the Two of Cups, you can't make this stuff up. I literally said on the Two of Cups, could be a fire sign. Are you serious? There you go. Could be a fire sign, any gender, whatever you're attracted to. Like I said, if it's not a fire sign, it's someone who's very bold, very assertive. Could be someone who's entrepreneurial as well. I find it's kind of weird because I do find that Pisces kind of attracts that entrepreneurial type of personality. I think it's probably because it's like entrepreneur is very close to creative, right? And I feel like Pisces does very well in that, entrepreneurs are like very dreamy as well. Many Pisces do very well as entrepreneurs. I've said it a million times, right? If you're a Pisces, you probably should be an entrepreneur, or you should have like a side hustle or something, because it'll be successful. And so, I feel like Pisces definitely attracts that type of person. So it could be that type of person. Definitely could be a fire sign. Like I said, it could be any sign, but I feel the most important thing is that they're bold. I feel like they're assertive and kind of like upfront. And you are kidding me. With the Tower, you have the Judgment card. To me, the Tower and the Judgment card, that combination is the most powerful combination in the tarot. I've never seen it come up so many times in all my years of reading where, the Tower comes up with the Judgment card together. And to me, that is a major wake-up call, major revelation. It's like I feel like a buzz, like a shock to the system. But I feel like you're waking up to something. With the Nine of Pentacles, probably a new idea that's going to be very fruitful, and probably to new accomplishments as well. So I feel like you're having a revelation, Pisces. It's like you're finally finding answers and discovering like what you truly want out of life, or you're discovering something that's going to be very successful as well. We'll take it. You have the coffin. Are you kidding? I'm doing a new thing where I'm pulling 3 cards at the end. These are going to be 3 things that you could be dealing with this week as well. The coffin, pretty much the entire reading. The coffin, it kind of represents your old life. The inside the coffin is your old life. Outside the coffin is your new life. And like I've been saying this whole entire time, I feel like you need to step into your new life. I feel like you need to get started on something new. You have the message of concern. I would be careful of any messages that you're receiving. There could be some things that you're worried about, but I would let those, let your fears go. And you also have this poverty card. I feel like you're worried about money this week, and I feel like you need to kind of get out of your head as far as your finances are concerned. There's actually, this reading is really good for your finances. I want to clarify that message of concern. You have the Hermit. For some reason, I'm getting someone from the past. I would be very careful if someone is communicating with you from the past. With the poverty card, you have the temperance card. Again, you're trying to escape this. We talked about this. Temperance, 9 of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? I mean, basically the same thing right here. I feel like you're trying to improve your situation. And the temperance card is again, turning a negative into a positive, or, something like that. So I love this reading. Again, I feel like the most important thing here is, a major revelation with that Judgment and Tower. Again, that is dominant energy to me, for, kind of like a clue to me in a reading. So I feel like there's a major wake-up call that's going to lead to the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles, which is a very passionate new beginning. So love it. Amazing. Thank you for being here, Pisces. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.